Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Yeah! Here we go!
On play action, here's Dak. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder. And, man, we can feel it all the way up here.
Oh, the first throw of the season is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. Lots of space past the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, like, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards. They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, here we go. Where is it? Where is it? 47.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Second and 11. Once again, it's Walker.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
It is 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing now on 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. It's 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Let's go now. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18, run, reach, come 19, come 19, let go.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that one incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And the lead holds steady at 4. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Strong. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On the play fake, Dak. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Second and 7. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out to his running back. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
3rd and short. Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys are on top. It's now 10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Ready up.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going up top. He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in Week 1. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Play fake. Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he will score again. Touchdown, Seattle. It's a debut for the ages, paying immediate dividends. 3 touchdowns in the season opener. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action now. Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46. We're going to go to 52.
Back to throw is Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. He's going to run it. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the 1st down. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards.
Yeah! Here we go!
Now a give on the ground. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Prescott. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 3rd down, Prescott. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. one back the distance. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and good. And the Seahawks add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
His drive will start on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Go play action. It's Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. That one good for 26 yards.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. 46. 46. Hey, kill. 47. 46.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! Here we go, 47! Hey, 47! 26!
A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
Kill!
Now Prescott. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything, but at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense. 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. This one complete to his tight end pass. And And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
The score, Seahawks 28, Cowboys 10.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Here's 2nd and 6. Now a give to Walker, running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
He'll let one go down the middle. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take. Kill. 26.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Draymond Jones able to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Yeah! Here we go! I take. We go 46. We're going to 53. 26.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Yeah! Here we go! I take. Ready, take. Here we go 47. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Here we go, kill. 26.
Dak to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Yeah! Here we take.
Dak facing 3rd and long. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, The kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. In motion, Lamb. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. A handoff as they try to run it here. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Prescott from the gun on third down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down. Cowboys.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A first down throw for Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Prescott on first down. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll throw again. Dak. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here we go, 47. 47.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that'll set up fourth down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from 45 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Open man, right side. He's got it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Back to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he's got another one. Touchdown, Seattle. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Myers now to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. On the play fake, Dak. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A short throw caught by Ferguson. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Now, faking the give, he'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the Cowboys are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
So keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go, 46. 26.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. 26. 26.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. the save. Another interception. It's the safety, Julian Love. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hold it ready. Hurt.
On play action, Ritter. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. In motion, Lamb.
47. 26.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. In motion, Lamb.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54, wide in. Here we go, kill. Here we go, going to 54, wide in. Here we go, 46.
1st down, Prescott. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
Hey, kill. 47. 47. 26.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
he'll air one out. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Yeah! Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. 26.
Dak to throw. That's down the field for Lamb. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Prescott again. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
69. Here we go, shot.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.